In this lecture, you will learn the variable scope in Java. What is the scope? Each variable has a scope that specifies how long it will be seen and used in a program. Let's jump into it. I'm writing a for statement, and inside my curly braces, I'm declaring a variable of type int called c, and I'm writing 3 inside it as a value. The scope for this variable is starting at the declaration of this variable, not the initialization. Okay? Doing this is okay for starting the scope. All right? So the scope is from here at the declaration and ends at the curly brace that is closing this block. In other words, the scope of this variable is from here to here. After this closing curly brace, this variable will not be usable again. Let me show you. I'm trying to do an output with C, but as you can see, I'm having a compilation error telling me, IntelliJ is telling me cannot resolve symbol C because this variable for the compiler will not exist anymore at this point, okay? Because I'm outside the curly braces, I'm outside this block. So to summarize one more time, the scopes starts at the declaration and ends at the block, the closing curly braces, where the variable was declared. So it can be seen inside the block after the declaration, obviously, but as from line 8 we are outside, we are, I would say, on an upper block, which is the block of the main method, we will not be able to use it anymore. All right? So one more time, one last time, my scope is here. Okay. Let's continue. I'm declaring a variable of type int, calling it a. I'm writing 4. So my scope is starting from here, and for sure, I'm able to do an output with it because my scope started here. And nothing much to say with B. I'm doing the same thing. Okay? So let's play a bit to make the things clear. Let's try to do an output with B. As you understood, I hope now, my variable B at this point in the sequence does not exist anymore, was not declared anymore. As you remember, our program is doing a sequence, doing this line and this line and this line and this line and so on. In this case, this is a for loop, so it will keep going this way, jumping to the top and once again doing the 100 times this syntax, this piece of code. Anyway, so it will do this and then this and this and this. Okay, so as you can see, I'm declaring the scope of B is starting line 11. So obviously, if I'm trying to use it line 3, the compiler won't understand what I'm talking about, all right? Because the scope is from here to here, the closing curly brace of my main method, all right? So try to do your own exercises, try to play with this, try to find your limits of understanding, try to make sure when you are using a variable it is possible for you to reach it. And anyway, we will talk about this in many exercises, in the next exercises, because the variable scope is really something we use pretty much all the time. One last thing I wanted to tell you is about the I on a for loop. As you remember, this was called like as a local variable, and for sure when you're declaring a variable of type int called I on a for statement, obviously this will be a local variable that will be you will be able to use inside the curly braces of the for. As soon as I'm going outside of this block, so on an upper block greater than this one, I'm outside it, I'm not reaching anymore the variable I. All right? So if all of those things are clear to you and you feel comfortable playing with this concept, I'll catch you in the next lecture.